We are black. Alright, now we are not going to succumb to the dark side and play Sanrinsei, despite the fact that that is a very, very easy way of doing this. What I am going to do is I'm going to do dual 4/4s into an approach. So we're going to play normally. I'm approaching on the left side because I want to try to build. Left or right actually doesn't really matter because we both have all 4/4s. It's completely equal. But I'm not playing on the inside and I'm not splitting because that's more territorial. I'm approaching on the outside and saying, you know what, maybe I can build here. If he backs off. If he doesn't back off, we'll have to get into some special things. But let's just see what he wants to do for now. Attaching to me. Okay, that'll make me stronger. I'm good with that. I'm going to... Okay. Well then, let's see. This is actually interesting, because I've got opportunities here to be aggressive and do crazy things. Like I could Atari him at D16. That's clearly a thing I could do and kind of like sort of pinch myself into the corner. But I don't really want to do that. I still want to try to hold on to the whole building thing. I'm just going to back off or connect. Which one? I think my back off is okay, because if he Ataris me, I can Atari him, and then I'm in a ladder with his stone, which is pretty cool. So I will just back off here. It's nice and simple. We're doing exactly as I just mentioned. Last time to decide if that's what I really want to do or not, I could drop down at B14. That's also tempting. That's really tempting, because then he ladders me, I Atari him, he connects, and then I make a little bit of an extension there. But I think instead I will take his stone. Oh, I get to Atari his stone anyway. That's pretty cool. Now, here's something that I'm going to do, despite the fact that you might think it's a little bit strange. Like, right now, it seems I have Sente, and you might be tempted right now to go, okay, this is a building game, so I'm going to build now and take, like, Sanrinsei. Only problem is, him playing the Hane underneath at, what is this, B12 is pretty big, and him trying to run out with a ladder breaker E13 is also fairly large. So these are 2 points of interest that I don't really want to leave on the board right now. So I'm going to defend one of them. I'm just not sure which one. I think I'm going to take the ladder. I think ladder's larger, so I will do that. I'll take that to get rid of it. Now there's never going to be a ladder breaker, so if I'm making a framework, he doesn't get a free move to reduce me, and I'm nice and thick. So that's pretty good. I like that idea. He should probably split me on top. He did not do such things, but he should have. Okay, there we go. He has given me Sente. That's kind of nice. Despite the fact that I do not want to play this, I am going to play Sanrinsei now because I've got influence. So I'm going to use the influence, make myself a framework. You'll note I'm playing on the 4th line, not the 3rd line. Generally speaking, when you want to build up a framework, you want to go and play for influence. When you're playing for influence, you're playing for 4th line. Rather the hello. Okay, rather than, you know, 3rd or 2nd or 1st or whatever. That just threw me for a loop. I'm tempted to just 2-space out. I know someone out there is whispering, I bet he's gonna Tengen. We're not gonna Tengen. I might just 2-space out. Because if he 2-space up, that starts to deal with my framework. But if I do the 2-space out, not only am I growing everything above this line, which is a little weird, but it's also threatening to reduce. So if this is Sente, oh my god, that's huge. I'm like attempting to get over a 4th of the board if he doesn't contest this. So yeah, I'm tempted to do a 1-space, but that's a bit passive, and I'll show you more why in the review. But yeah, I think I will just 2-space out. Those of you who are very good at visualizing, let's say that I did a 1-space here, or up top, on the upper left-hand corner. he approaches, I back off, and then he starts building up his own framework. Suddenly, that starts getting really, really large, whoever controls the stones around my I-13 area. Okay, we're just going to keep building. The reason why I approach here so close is because this isn't actually a framework, right? Or an enclosure, rather. There is no such thing as, like, the 4-space enclosure. That does not exist. This doesn't really exist either, but it's on the board, so we have to deal with it. I think I will go into his corner, because jumping out doesn't seem to matter. But I could. Oh, that's tempting. Like, right now I've got two modes of thought. This is insane. He played this crazy, crazy move at L16. And he's pinstering me, so I could just steal his corner and probably keep Sente. But in the back of my head, I'm like, well, we are trying to build a framework here. I could jump out and then cap his stone. And then just go middle. But I feel that's not a very good way to play. But staying consistent is important. Oh man, going after that middle is so good. Or not the middle, the corner is so good. He's begging me to steal it from him. I don't know. He didn't like me taking forever on my move and he resigned. Well, everything I've said this game is about to be thrown on the floor of the cutting room. Alright, so here we are again. You can see that I am in fact white this time. I was black in one of the games. However, that'll be uploaded at the end of this video. There's going to be a lovely little outtake section. Okay, so he's approaching me on the inside trying to split me. I'm actually going to pincer him because I'm going to try and develop the top. Okay, I can't do that, so I'm going to back off instead. Alright, well, again, same thing. I don't want him leaning against this stone. This stone is a little bit weak. If I back off again here, he can just try and take everything. I don't want him to do that, so I'm going to pincer from his position. And save the 3-3 because it puts pressure on this group. I'm going to jump out with a large knight because of the order of his moves. If he jumped out first and then tried this, I would have done small into that. This is just completely different is all. Oh dear. So this is supposed to be a framework game, and instead it looks like it's trying to be a he wants me to murder him game. That's a thing? Is it possible to build a framework here still? Is it possible to build a framework? How do I build? How do I build? Alright, so here's what we're going to do. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces on right. 6, 7, 8 spaces on left. I could give it a shot. This stone here is a little bit further away. This little Q9 stone. I don't think it's putting too much pressure on my stone. So I'm actually going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to approach the left-hand side, and I'm going to aim to cap his top. Frack. Okay, that's fine. I'm jumping out because this is a small area. Now we're going to lean. He does not know he can't do this. What? No. Oh dear. None of this is going as intended. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I'm taking hold of his shape while technically building territory on the left. I'm coming out because, again, we're taking advantage of his shape. Basic shape. Still doing the exact same thing. I control his shape right now. Ooh! Now that's a cute move! Oh man, that move is so cute. He's trying to like... Oh, that's cool. I like that. It doesn't work, but I like the attempt. Because you can see here, he's trying to... Yeah, he's trying to do something here, right? But I can read right now. If I Hane, he cuts me Ayatari, and then I can extend, and then he's just dead. So, I don't really care about that now, do I? So I can Hane. He's Atari. I've extended, now he's dead. Again, outtake. This is an outtake of Basic Go. Oh my god. I don't know what to say about this game. Aside from the fact that it's not really going to be used. I can say that. I can say that completely. So that's dead too, because he's not reading. Speaking of not reading, I can Atari here. Is he going to connect? I can Atari here. I can cut here. I can extend now, and then jump up. I don't Atari the cutting stone because if I Atari the cutting stone, I'm going to be in trouble. Here, same thing. I don't want to Atari the stone. I want to connect because then I can ladder the stone. So that's cool. Yep, kind of like that. Now I'm going to do a net. He's going to Atari his way to freedom. That's fine. I might even give up these stones over here. That's all good too because we're aiming at the top. We're doing a little bit of a rope-a-dope. In exchange for these stones, look at all of these stones he has to give up. Aren't those stones glorious? He had to give up all of that just to kill off a couple of stones. I'm not going to create cut points for myself because that would be bad for my shape. Instead, we're just going to extend. And I don't want him to connect over there, so I will extend also. This is not Sente, so I will simply kill off his stone that's pincering me, like so. I can extend down because he can't Atari his way to a connection, like he's finding out right now. I can just extend down so he doesn't connect. I'm nice and strong over here. I'll just respond randomly. He's got an Atari on me now. Yep, like that. But I've got Mii. He connects. Yep, he does that. And I Atari here. Alright, so now what is weakest group on the board? Looks like it's this group here in the center. I haven't really given it shape yet, so I'm a little concerned of it. So I'm going to defend it. Yeah, see, he's after me. He's after me. One eye? Poke me probably. Okay, not. I'm going to try to control his shape so I can get my other eye. And that should be it for my eye. Can he do that? Wait, what? He can't do that, can he? So I connect, and I can't read out if I can get my other eye or not. So I'm going to opt to not have to read that out, ever. And I'm going to make a good shape here. I don't want that dead, so I'll extend. I don't want that to get over top my group, so I'll Hane. I'll connect up over here. That was a slight mistake on my part. Can I come back from that mistake? I don't know. I don't know what I just did. Well, it's unpleasant, but it works. I can play here and then do a 1-point jump over. This is not a treetop because the Atari will just be fine. Yeah, kind of like this. And then you can't throw in like an Atari. Now we do this. I can block that. Now we're good. That was close. He gets to kill off these 2 stones at I7. That's unfortunate. But everything on top should be dead unless he respawns again. So I have Sente now. He needs to live on top of the board, but he's not going to, it looks like. I don't see where this goes, so I'm just going to connect, or take rather. I can Hane because if I get to Atari and connect, then these are dead stones. I think I'm interested in making certain that I'm alive here first and foremost. I'm alive first and foremost, so now we're going to go back and make sure that he is not. These cutting stones are now not going to die anymore. I don't think. Maybe they are. Yeah, they are. I'm not sure. I think that works. I can connect here, because if he actually allows me to get these outside liberties, then I can just take here, and then he's dead. So I can connect. No, wait, I can't. Oh. Yeah, because, okay, so if I connect here and he Atari's there and I have to connect there, he puts me in Atari, I take, he connects, I'm still on Atari, so let's go with those stones. That's unfortunate. Alright, that's fine. He's not quite alive yet. I will poke again. Alright, so now I think I want to go back and make sure that this is nice and alive. Might be able to save this group now as well. Maybe not. Forget that. Let's not get greedy. Let's not get greedy. Let's just go and make sure that we have our eyes here. There. I'm pretty sure we have our eyes now. Yeah. We've got our eyes. Okay, that's what's important. That's dead, that's also important. So from here, I'm pretty sure we can say that the game is over and it's just a question of well, I was actually dead there. I'll show that in the review.
Overtime countdown has begun.
That's perfectly alive. We were not able to do build. I'll have to play yet again to try to build. Alright, real quick review here. He approached on the inside and then broke everything. Now, unfortunately, these 6 stones that he has gives him no territory right now, which is fundamentally terrible. So right now, I've made some points with my stones on both left and right side of the boards, as well as on top. He has made no more points since the beginning stones that he's placed on the board. That's actually not good. This threatens to, but at the point, I don't care because he has a lot of weak groups he has to contend with. This, I guess, fundamentally could have been the other way. And then he plays there, but I don't really think he deserves this kind of influence. So I didn't bend that way. I came out instead. Now you might say to yourself, but what happens if he plays here? Well, that's fine because this is not a ladder. And that is not a ladder. So if he wants to try to live here, he's welcome to. But you have to recognize that even if he can, let's say he can. There, he's alive. I still make more in the influence than he does with these 2 stones. Or these 2 points, sorry. So it's fine. If I can make trades like that all day, I'm winning the game. This is why shape is important. what he should have done here is played this, so I can no longer control his shape. Because I can actually control his shape like this, he did not really have a chance of being able to do much here. These moves just fundamentally don't work. Yeah, from here there's not much he can do. Minias to Atari, 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 Atari. I'm giving up 4 stones, but he's giving up 4 stones potentially and territory and influence. Not a good trade. And that was the end of that game.